engines scream and roar. Northwest Truck Series is kicking down the door. Arca rigs are flying, dusting up the pines. Sasquatch in the stands, sipping moonshine. Feel the tires burn, hear the crowd ignite. iRacing's finest, day or night. From the Rockies to the coastal line, LSRTV's where the legends shine. Oh, Northwest Racing, let the good times roll. These race covers got rebellious souls. Crank it up loud, hear the engine scream. And LSRTV is bringing you the stream. Yeah, yeah, Northwest Racing reigns supreme. Three wide in the corner, engines revving high. A southern tradition beneath the northwest sky. Checking flags are waving, hearts beat like a drum. Sasquatch roars for every single roar. Feel the tires burn, hear the crowd ignite. iRacing's finest, day or night. From the Rockies to the coastal line, LSRTV's where the legends shine. Oh, Northwest Racing, let the good times roll. These race drivers got rebellious souls. Crank it up loud, hear the engine scream. And LSRTV is bringing you the stream. Yeah, Northwest Racing reigns supreme. Guitars are slinging, tracks taking a groove. Northwest boys got nothing to prove. Grabbing gears and rubbing doors. Northwest racers always bringing more. Oh, Northwest Racing, let the good times roll. These race covers got rebellious souls. Crank it up loud, hear the engine scream. And LSRTV is bringing you the stream. Supreme. Watch Northwest Racing with Charles, Wesley, and Jeremy on LSRTV, and maybe Bigfoot too.
Round 1. The Race On All-Star Challenge kicks off with the smackdown at Rocket Raceway Park. The road to the championship starts here.
Well, I had a little rough weekend. I was gonna say we might have a few parts I can get replaced.
Okay, what you got?
First of all, I think I'm gonna need a radiator, an air breather, an upper A-frame, a front bumper, a hub. Yeah, those for sure.
With all that right there, you don't need a spindle and maybe a ball joint or two?
This is gonna be kind of hard to explain, but you got a shifter, linkage, some motor mounts, plug wires too.
Man, you must have hit him hard.
It happens.
Well, we can definitely help you out with that. And I tell you what, we could probably save you some money if we use some ProTech parts.
Well, that'll be good news to tell the wife.
When it happens, get back on the track with ProTech parts. Race-proven performance without the race-proven price. Only at Day Motorsports.
Trying to find speed? The team at Dirt Tire Warehouse and Piranha Race Tire Service shall exactly that. Don't believe us? Check out the race winner stickers on the Fast Guys cars. We groove, sipe, match, size, and mount your dirt racing tires so you're race ready every time. Dirt Tire Warehouse and Piranha Race Tire Service. Take a bite out of the track and competition.
So we got Maryland represented, we got Canada, we got, I think, 19 different states, and of course we've got the Aussie Pig from Australia out here. Beautiful sunset out here at Rocket Raceway Park in Paris, Texas.
It's just something different and challenging. I don't know any other endurance races that are this big, worldwide.
It's nothing like you've ever seen before. It's so much fun, it's crazy, hectic, but at the end of the day, it's the most fun race I've ever done.
Try to go with the flow at first and stay out of trouble.
You got to be consistent. You got to have a piece that's there at the end.
To finish in the money here, you really done some good.
Round 1. The Race On All-Star Challenge kicks off with the smackdown at Rocket Raceway Park. The road to the championship starts here.
Well, I had a little rough weekend. I was gonna say we might have a few parts I can get replaced.
Okay, what you got?
First of all, I think I'm gonna need a radiator, an air breather, an upper A-frame, a front bumper, a hub. Yeah, those for sure.
With all that right there, you don't need a spindle and maybe a ball joint or two?
This is gonna be kind of hard to explain, but you got a shifter, linkage, some motor mounts, plug wires too.
Man, you must have hit him hard.
It happens.
Well, we can definitely help you out with that. And I tell you what, we could probably save you some money if we use some ProTech parts.
Well, that'll be good news to tell the wife.
When it happens, get back on the track with ProTech parts. Race-proven performance without the race-proven price. Only at Day Motorsports.
Trying to find speed? The team at Dirt Tire Warehouse and Piranha Race Tire Service shall exactly that. Don't believe us? Check out the race winner stickers on the Fast Guys cars. We groove, sipe, match, size, and mount your dirt racing tires so you're race ready every time. Dirt Tire Warehouse and Piranha Race Tire Service. Take a bite out of the track and competition.
So we got Maryland represented, we got Canada, we got, I think, 19 different states, and of course we've got the Aussie Pig from Australia out here. Beautiful sunset out here at Rocket Raceway Park in Paris, Texas.
It's just something different and challenging. I don't know any other endurance races that are this big, worldwide.
It's nothing like you've ever seen before. It's so much fun, it's crazy, hectic, but at the end of the day, it's the most fun race I've ever done.
Try to go with the flow at first and stay out of trouble.
You got to be consistent. You got to have a piece that's there at the end.
To finish in the money here, you really done some good.
Round 1. The Race On All-Star Challenge kicks off with the smackdown at Rocket Raceway Park. The road to the championship starts here.
rough weekend. I was gonna see if you might have a few parts I can get replaced.
Okay, what you got?
First of all, I think I'm gonna need a radiator, an air breather, an upper A-frame, a front bumper, a hub. Yeah, those for sure.
With all that right there, you don't need a spindle and maybe a ball joint or two?
This is gonna be kind of hard to explain, but you got a shifter, linkage, some motor mounts, plug wires too.
Man, you must have hit him hard.
It happens.
Well, we can definitely help you out with that. And I tell you what, we could probably save you some money if we use some ProTech parts.
Well, that'll be good news to tell the wife.
When it happens, get back on the track with ProTech parts. Race-proven performance without the race-proven price. Only at Day Motorsports.
Trying to find speed? The team at Dirt Tire Warehouse and Piranha Race Tire Service show exactly that. Don't believe us? Check out the race winner stickers on the Fast Guys cars. We groove, sight, match, size, and mount your dirt racing tires so you're race ready every time. Dirt Tire Warehouse and Piranha Race Tire Service. Take a bite out of the track and competition.
So we got Maryland represented, we got Canada, we got, I think, 19 different states, and of course we've got the Aussie Pig from Australia out here. Beautiful sunset out here at Rocket Raceway Park in Paris, Texas.
It's just something different and challenging. I don't know any other endurance races that are this big worldwide.
It's nothing like you've ever seen before. It's so much fun, it's crazy, hectic, but at the end of the day, it's the most fun race I've ever done.
Try to go with the flow at first and stay out of trouble.
You got to be consistent. You got to have a piece that's there at the end.
To finish in the money here, you really done some good.
Round 1. The Race On All-Star Challenge kicks off with the smackdown at Rocket Raceway Park. The road to the championship starts here.
Well, I had a little rough weekend. I was gonna see if you might have a few parts I can get replaced.
Okay, what you got?
First of all, I think I'm gonna need a radiator, an air breather, an upper A-frame, a front bumper, a hub. Yeah, those for sure.
With all that right there, you don't need a spindle and maybe a ball joint or two?
This is gonna be kind of hard to explain, but you got a shifter, linkage, some motor mounts, plug wires too.
Man, you must have hit him hard.
It happens.
Well, we can definitely help you out with that. And I tell you what, we could probably save you some money if we use some ProTech parts.
Well, that'll be good news to tell the wife.
When it happens, get back on the track with ProTech parts. Race-proven performance without the race-proven price. Only at Day Motorsports.
Trying to find speed? The team at Dirt Tire Warehouse and Piranha Race Tire Service show exactly that. Don't believe us? Check out the race winner stickers on the Fast Guys cars. We groove, sight, match, size, and mount your dirt racing tires so you're race ready every time. Dirt Tire Warehouse and Piranha Race Tire Service. Take a bite out of the track and competition.
So we got Maryland represented, we got Canada, we got, I think, 19 different states, and of course we've got the Aussie Pig from Australia out here. Beautiful sunset out here at Rocket Raceway Park in Paris, Texas.
It's just something different and challenging. I don't know any other endurance races that are this big worldwide.
It's nothing like you've ever seen before. It's so much fun, it's crazy, hectic, but at the end of the day, it's the most fun race I've ever done.
Try to go with the flow at first and stay out of trouble.
You got to be consistent. You got to have a piece that's there at the end.
To finish in the money here, you really done some good.
From the World Center of Racing at Daytona International Speedway. A week later, but the Northwest Racing Series is back with the Spring Series, and tonight is the Northwest Luck of the Irish Daytona 200. We're at the iRacing World Center of Racing Daytona, and we are set to go for the lid lifter for the Northwest Racing Series Spring Series trucks on your home for sim racing, your home for 4K broadcasting, iRacing on LSRTV. And if you're listening on the Community Radio Network, I'm Wesley Outland. Emmett Crow is alongside on the call tonight. I don't know where Jeremy Stanley is. I guess he's playing hooky. Something's going on. I don't know. Emmett, this is going to be a good one. The best of the best drivers went through preliminary night last night with some qualifying duels. You watched some of that, cutting up with us in the chat. But now it is time for these guys to go to the whip for 250 miles, 100 laps around Daytona. What's up, my friend? All right, I'm sorry, 200 miles, 80 laps around Daytona.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting, and good evening to you, Wesley. Welcome in, folks. The World Center of Racing, can't think of a better place to start. And then the other thing that's interesting, Wesley, we've got a new manufacturer with Ram coming aboard in this series.
Yeah, there really is. Obviously, there's now 4 manufacturers for trucks that you can choose. You've got the Chevrolet bow ties. You got the ovals of Ford. You've got, of course, Toyota. And now bringing back the Ram. Nothing stops Ram. Dodge Ram is back. And, of course, those drivers will pick and choose what trucks they want. If you're joining us, this is a new season. They ran qualifying and the duels last night. You saw some of that awesome action with Jeremy, Cody, and myself. Here's a look at the race information for tonight. There will be no fast repair in this series. 3 sets of tires plus the original set they start the race on in mere moments. In about 7 minutes' time, they're going through their final drivers' meeting before they hit on track. 100% fuel capacity. Basically, between 25 to 30 laps on a tank of fuel with these trucks at Daytona. Qualifying is done. Front row locked in from qualifying last night. The 2 duels lock up the inside and the outside. And if you're keeping track, Tyler King and Josh Childress were the winners of those duels last night. 200 miles, 80 laps. But here's something to think about, Emmett. For the first time in the Northwest Racing Series, we are stage racing.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting, especially it's going to come down to what strategies do these guys play out to win the stage, or do they come in early to win the race? It's going to be interesting to see how these strategies are going to play out with these different drivers.
There will be 3 stages in this race. Stage 1 will go to lap number 15. Caution flag will be displayed. Then they'll go into stage number 2. Stage 2 will take us all the way to lap number 40. That, of course, will then trigger another caution that will also be the halfway mark of the race. And then there will be the longest stage of the night, a 40-lap stage to determine the finish of the race. There is 2 attempts at overtime if need be. Obviously, we look forward to seeing what will transpire in just a few moments. He obviously keeping a track of everything that is going on. We will certainly see what goes down here in Daytona. It's a new season. Obviously, we will get ready for all of these drivers in just mere moments to get ready to hit the track. As a matter of fact, as I say that, the clock is at 0. The field is about to grid. No practice, no qualifying, duels last night. We're ready for this race here at Daytona. And let's introduce the starting lineup here for the Luck of the Irish Northwest Daytona 200. On the pole, fast qualifier last night, Toby Ritters. Clifford is ready with Ryan Bay, runner-up of the ARCA Series last year on row 1. Row number 2 will find Tyler King in 21, a series champion of the past, and Josh Childress, also dual 2 winner last night. Row number 3 on the grid, Bobby Grady, a new name on the series, and Chris White, he's ready to go in the 15 from Washington State. Paul Newton Designs entry. Paul Newton from road courses to the super speedway. Never count him out. And Taylor Alto, a new entry in the 88. Your top 10 in Daytona will find Kenneth Garber in the 94 and a former Northwest Cup champion in Brian Barnes. Row 6 on the grid will find Jeff Stabnow, a 2-time and defending winner as Mr. 500, getting closer to that number in the 24, and his teammate John Odenbacher, both from Billings, Montana, on the outside. Row number 7, Ryan Bloom in the 25, and never count out the man they call the Cat Man, James Vining in the triple threes. Row number 8, Ray Partridge. He looked strong last night in trucks and ARCA, the duels. And Roy Grande will be right there on the outside. We'll reset the music grid for you to take you to the finish. Bay Adamson will be in the 19 and Chris Walters in the 9. Top 20 on the grid. Brett Johnson and Kevin Smith. Never count out the boss of Win Racing. Row number 11 tonight, Devin Matthews and Troy Daggett. Row 12, as they're greeting Sean Brightsman, the all-time winner of the Northwest, with Kyle Matthews, a new name, in the outside of row 12. Row 13, Trevor Fetchner and Ryder Shiflett, new names on the series. Row 14 tonight, find Sean Pomeroy and Ron Hunter. The Hunter is ready to battle. Your top 30 in Daytona finds the legend, Frank Harris and Stephen Paulus on the outside. Row 16, Gary Nichols and Chris Kynes as they're rolling off pit road. Eric Cox and Dan West Jr. will make up row 17. Row number 18 will find Devin West and Dylan Matthews. Row 19, BJ Tindrick and Travis Barnes. Your top 40 will find Ryan McLeod and Jason Leake. Row number 21, by himself, will find Kalman Guyroy. There's the starting lineup for the drivers ready to go for the Northwest Racing Series. We've got a total of 41 drivers. What do you think, Emmett? Preliminary laps about to expire. These guys are about to go to it. What's the strategy to survive here in Daytona tonight?
Well, just stay out of the trouble and just stay in the back, and when it's go time, go, and just keep it in there and just stay out of trouble is the main strategy, Wesley, for winning here at Daytona.
Well, let's see real quickly what goes on with the weather conditions very fast. You see everything we've already given you about the race information. Let's look at the Kaufman Creative weather conditions on the bottom right of your monitor, about to pop up on the screen. There it is, 74 degrees, track temp at 74. A lot more or less wind than what we dealt with last night at 15 to 20 miles an hour wind gusts. And now these guys in calm mile per hour winds, ready to battle here just before 8 p.m. Eastern time. Right now, the field is looking for the green flag. We are going to go for 200 miles, 80 laps. Stage 1 will be a quick one at lap 15. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a spring series until the official national tour in the fall. Strap in, we're green. The Northwest Racing Series trucks are back at Daytona. You have a race. Look at them work their way up the banking into corner number 1 and 2. Ryan Bay and Toby Ritters right now, Emmett, locked side by side as they hit the super stretch.
Yeah, 2 by 2, just like Noah's Ark, as they are just beating it, just pushing all so well as the 3 truck of riders going to the lead, getting a big push from King. King doing a great job pushing. Is it Ritters or Riders? I don't know, but he's going to the lead.
You can cut your camera off if you don't mind. If it'll save some of our data, my friend. You don't need to be on camera. I'm not on camera. They come to the line. We're 1 lap in. 79 to go with Toby Ritter's leading the opening lap. It's Tyler King right there, nestled on the bottom. And here comes Bobby Grady, a new name on the series, the Hunter. And now you've got Newton and Bay, the 27 and the 29, stride for stride right now as they're working the back straightaway. Already in the early going, it's Ritter's. The big red machine leads them into 3.
Yeah, Ritter's getting a big push from King down the backstretch, going into 3. And then behind that, you find Greg. Is that Grady or Grady? I don't know, but he's right there in 3rd, Wesley.
Working now off of turn number 4, coming down to the line. Ritter's is in the top spot. You've got King, you've got Grady. That's Grady, by the way. And they're right now single file, all hugging the bottom of that double yellow line. We might go 3 wide for just a moment. That's Childress up the hill. As all these guys right now work to the inside. That's Garber, by the way, the 94. Stab now right behind him, and so is White. Back straightaway. Takes them about a lap to McCrow to get the full song, but when they do, they are rumbling now into turn number 3 up that 31 degrees of banking.
Yeah, look at King. He thought, oh, we got a truck around.
Trouble back straightaway on the apron where it's all now pavement, the 758 machine. In trouble, he's on the inside of the racetrack. No caution as he gets back up to speed, loses ground with the front pack. That's the driver of Kyle Matthews. We still stay green, though. It's Ritter's leading him at speed back into turn 1.
Yeah, Ritter's doing a great job on the bottom. That starting to come into play with, but they're trying to get that high side going, but there's just not enough energy as we have on the bottom, Wesley.
Yeah, we're keeping an eye on all of this now as we watch them work their way again back around the racetrack. Watching these guys patiently just kind of stay on course, if you will. Ritter's in the lead. It's like a diamond formation behind them as they start to spread out more. 2 and 3 wide, and we got trouble. Truck in the wall. Into turn number 1, and it's going to scatter the pack. Names involved. We got big trouble. Ron Hunter, Devin Matthews, James Vining, Eric Cox, Roy Grande, Frank Harris spinning, Brett Johnson, and more. A massive crash here on lap number 4. Coming out of the tri-oval, Emmett, going into turn 1. We just saw a glimpse of it. It's our first caution of the race here in Daytona tonight.
Yeah, and it just looked like, oh, there it is right there. The 757 got turned. Turned it into a big old parking jam here in Daytona.
Yeah, Devin Matthews, the Granger machine, just got a little piece from another truck around and got into him. I think that's the 333 of James Vining. Watch this one more time on the replay. Keep your eye on that yellow and black truck up on the high side. That's James Vining. Bonsai's off of one another. That's Vining and Matthews in the middle. Barnes on the inside of the blue 4. And there was a push up into the Granger machine, and then Vining checked up on the outside lane. They scatter, crashing into turn number 1, and then Kynes and Harris and other drivers just get slammed into there, Emmett, and that's the caution out for the first time. Wow. Oh, and by the way, no fast repair in this series also.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's gonna hurt it. You know, we're only on lap 6, and several trucks are probably done for the day.
Yes, it's really a tough break to, if you will, get caught up in an accident like this right here in the early going. And this is not the way you want to come out of the gate, obviously, with the first race of the year. There's your race summary. We saw a little piece of it earlier. but now it's got content on it with one caution out already, one caution lap, and No lead changes as Chris Kynes is the man that leads them here in the early going. Just getting started at Daytona. The new spring series of the Northwest Racing Series returns in a moment.
You're listening to Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
6 laps in of 15 for stage 1, and Emmett, it is about to become a busy place on pit road in the early going. I'm surprised at this.
Yeah, a lot of people coming in to get a lot of fuel, probably, Wesley, and everybody getting out the jackhammers and everything, trying to get baseball bats, anything to get these trucks fixed, because we just saw, it looked like a junkyard out there on the backstretch.
So we are seeing drivers come down to the pit lane as right now this will shake up, obviously, the scoring pylon for the first time tonight, with the exception of Clifford. Toby Ritter's coming not onto the pit lane. He did not pit, but from everybody from, my goodness, I guess 20th on back, they decided to come down the pit lane. Drivers deciding to either pit, adjustments, fix. Remember, damaged vehicle policy. Take time to fix the damage on these trucks because there is no fast repair in this series. And Emmett, and that takes time, right? I mean, if you go on the clock with damage, it takes time and sometimes laps to get back in the game. Not going to be at 100% either if you're caught up in an accident earlier.
Yeah, you're not going to be at 100%. And, the thing is, if you knock your wheel out of alignment, that takes 6 minutes, but some of these guys probably going to take an hour or two just to get it back race ready. But it's going to be a tough sledding for these guys, Wesley, involved in that wreck.
So again, we have already had a yellow flag here in the early going with a multi-truck accident. We'll finally try to get these guys right back in tow. Nose to tail as we'll get ready to go back for a restart. So we do apologize for coming on the air a little bit later than we had intended to. There was a little technical difficulties, not on our end on the broadcast side, but obviously with the server with iRacing and on the administration side, and because of that, they were working on getting all of that done. Some drivers were not able to jump into the correct server, and they had to reset things, and then obviously they had to go through the drivers' meeting. Emmett, you're no stranger to the Northwest Racing Series. Obviously, I know you've watched them in the past. Excited to have you up in the booth joining me, buddy. Me and you've called some races on LSRTV with LFRL and Leadfoot TB on Sunday night. Thanks for being able to join me on this this big event. I know it's probably one of your biggest iRacing events ever.
Yeah, and I'm honored to be here, Wesley. Thank y'all for asking me to come along. What bigger race to be a part of than Daytona? I called a race here earlier. It was wild. And back here at Daytona, it feels good to be back here at the booth with Wesley.
Well, let's set up the top 10 for you now. As always, Charles Wooten is punching the buttons. And I understand you guys know each other very well. You could throw a rock at his window and vice versa. So, you're very close. You guys know each other very well. So, Toby Ritters and Tyler King, Chevrolet and Ford on the front row. A couple of Chevrolets on the bow ties of Childress and Bobby Grady on row number 2. Then it's a Ford of Paul Newton back in 5th. The first Ram pops in with Chris White 6th. Couple of Chevrolets of Taylor Alto and Ryan Bay 7th and 8th. And then it's the Ford Power of Kenneth Garber, Ryan Bloom, top 10. Back inside the United Rentals restart zone. Still a long way to go. Midway point, though, of stage 1. Back to green here in Daytona. Ritters, King, side by side. Got them right behind them as we two-step up the bank and again into turn 1 there, Emmett.
Yeah, Josh Childress has really been aggressive pushing. He's been doing a great job on the push as we saw him on that outside line trying to get up to the back of King to give him that push to put him in the lead. And now Tyler King, Wesley, is going for the lead. But Bobby Grady's right there giving Clifford Ritter's a big push trying to get him back to the lead, but Tyler King goes to the lead at 3.
Keep an eye on him right now, just kind of patiently staying in that spot as they'll dive their way back into the corner.
Oh, look at that.
Look out of line. Oh, my goodness. Is that Tyler King? I think it is. Tyler King with an issue. He comes down onto pit road. He'll join Jason Leake, Sean Breitzman, Ron Hunter, and others. We stay green. 5 to go now next time by in stage number 1.
Yeah, Josh Childress doing a great job on the bottom, but the high side, Taylor Alto trying to get a big push with the 25 machine of Ryan Bloom. But Josh Childress now shoots down to the inside, doing a great job keeping the 15 machine of Chris White. First Ram we've seen Wesley up in the top 5, keeping him behind him as well.
Side by side, and that's Childress now on the bottom. He's got Taylor Alto on the outside. He'll work his way to the outside lane with some help by friends of Ryan Bloom, Chris White, Travis Barnes, all in this mix. They all stay locked together as they now work their way with some lap traffic up ahead of the bacon into turn 1. 5 remaining now in stage 1 in Daytona.
Yeah, as we come down, oh, we got the 257 going around. Oh, my
wow,
gosh.
and it calls everybody else to stack up from there. You're exactly right. My goodness. And the caution will come out again. And Jeff Stabnow, Mr. 500, got collected. Some other drivers involved as Jeff Stabnow tries to pull away. It happened with the lap truck. I don't know, Emmett, if he got nervous because he knew the leaders were after him or he panicked. Here's what happened up ahead, and you're on board with Jeff Stabnow. Watch this guy up ahead. He's by himself. Look at this.
How did they avoid him?
Wow.
Those ones that avoided him.
The 6 got turned. Daggett got turned. Oh, man, Stabnow collected. James Vining on the binders. I believe if you want to go back on board, Jacob, Charles, go on board with the man in 36. That's Devin Matthews, the 757, the Granger truck. And if you watch the replay, audience, he just spun Emmett. He lost it in the corner on his own. Watch this again. Right now.
Yeah, I wonder if he was trying to get up to speed coming down off pit road and just, I mean, it just went around on him, Wesley. I think he just spun the tires.
And then he got slung like a rag doll and virtually sent every which way but loose, man. I'm telling you, like the monkey in the movie with Clint Eastwood, that's exactly what happened. Gary Nichols, other drivers involved in this accident, Chris Kynes, Matthews. Here's a replay of it one more time. Look at him. He's on the track already, so it wasn't like he was on pit exit.
I wonder why he was on.
He just lost it, Emmett. Look at this. He went below the apron and spun the truck around.
Yeah, that's what he was. He got on the apron, probably trying to get out of the way of the leaders. And just got loose on the apron. Wow.
And nowhere to go as the Gary Nichols and the DuPont Jeff Gordon throwback colors. Jeff Stabnow, the 6 involved as well of Dylan Matthews, Carvana entry, and others just scatter. That's all you can do. I always use the expression, it's like whenever you're in Joe's apartment, if you ever seen that movie and they cut the light on and the roaches scatter everywhere.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent of what we just saw, man. Everybody just dives and they go inside and outside and bobbing and weaving and doing all they can to try to not get collected, and somehow you still get caught up in it.
Yeah, it's just being at the wrong place at the wrong time, and it's all a crapshoot when you come here to Daytona.
It really is, and the luck of the Irish definitely not on the minds of these guys right now, I don't think. Oh. Let's see if we can maybe try to grab some interviews. I know that's one of the things these guys wanted us to do was maybe try to get some interviews during the race broadcast, and that's why we've really changed up a lot of our mobile communications and the way that we call the broadcast now. We're trying to grab people in here. And let's bring in Dylan Matthews real quickly, the Carvana entry of Dylan Matthews for EBM. And Dylan, it's the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Dylan, what's your take on what just happened, man? It just seemed like you had nowhere to go. There's a lap truck or a tail lap truck spinning, and everybody's just diving to miss, right?
Absolutely. That was really fast. I tried to go high, but unfortunately, he just slid up right in front of me. Can't really do anything about it. Unfortunate. I thought I had pretty good pace.
Emmett, you got anything for Dylan?
Yeah, so I just want to know what was going through your mind. I mean, like you said, it happened really fast, but could you have done anything, or was there anywhere for you to go?
With how many cars were swerving and all the smoke, I couldn't really see anything. I didn't want to put anyone in the position by going low and just taking them out. So, unfortunately, I don't think I really could have done anything more if I had any more time. That was about all I could have done.
Well, buddy, before we let you go, welcome to the series.
Thank you.
All right. So there's the thoughts of Dylan Matthews in the Carvana number 6. That's kind of a throwback color, if you will, to when Jimmy Johnson races, driving for the Allison or driving for the Legacy Motor Club. The Legacy Motor Club. So he's actually an owner of that in NASCAR. So anyhow, just one of the drivers involved in that multi-truck accident here in the early going. So drivers caught up in that. We'll check on some others and give you some updates in a minute if we can. But right now, they're calling for a restart. And I'm going to tell you what, they've got one lap. They're going to come to the line, if you will, and they're going to get one lap, Emmett, to go to green in stage number 1. They're going to take the green at lap 14. They got one lap, 2.5 miles, to determine the top 10 for the first ever stage of the Northwest Racing Series. It's about to go down.
Yeah, and how big would it be to be that inaugural winner of the first stage in this Northwest Truck Series?
Yeah, I mean, in the past, they would just go straight shot from green to checker. I mean, so I think they see the benefits of the stage racing. I see the benefits of the stage racing. There is no longer a playoff format. I do know that. This obviously is going to be a straight 15-week season during the spring, and then they come back after a summer break and do the official national tour during the fall from like September to March or December. September into February, I think is what the plan is. But nonetheless, they will come to the line, and we will be looking at the green flag. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one lap. They get one lap. They're working on lap 15 with 14 complete. One lap as they go back to green. The first ever stage of the Northwest Racing Series is about to be decided even as they climb the make it into 1.
Yeah, Taylor Alto moves in front of Josh Childress, trying to get some help, drafting help. Now he moves around in front of Rod Bloom. Doing a great job, Wesley, blocking those 2 rows, just like he needs to do, but Childress is going to run down the backstretch.
Got to stay in line, as we mentioned, is Alto right now, the red and black number 88 Chevrolet. He leads the pack. He's got down Childress right there on his back tailgate, down to the inside. Here comes the Primer gray and black, number 25, the Monster Energy Machine. Here's Ryan Bloom as Childress tries to throw a block on Alto. He gives him a shove, working with Barnes on the high side. So is also White. Here they come down to the tri-oval. The first ever stage winner of the Northwest is Taylor Alto.
Wow.
Caution out.
Taylor Alto did exactly what he had to do. I got a little jumpy when he made that block. I thought it was a little late, but it was perfect. Cut off the run from Childress. Wins the stage. What a run by Taylor Alto.
This is the first ever stage winner, might I add, of the Northwest Racing Series. We've never done it before. And we will prepare for now stage number 2, which will take us all the way to lap number 40. It'll be about a 25-lap stage. So pit road, I think, is about to become a busy place in just a moment. But before we do that, we got a little business we got to take care of. And let's talk to the Wolf, part of Walters Racing, the Wolf of Taylor Alto. Taylor, congratulations are in order, sir, for the first time ever in the history of the Northwest Racing Series. You are a stage winner. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Man, what's your take of the truck? How's everything going right now for the opening 15 circuits?
It feels pretty good, pretty solid.
Talk about the block you made, dude. You made that block perfect in front of Childress. What was going through your mind? Were you thinking that you had it after you made that block on Childress, or were you thinking that Bloom was going to get a run on the inside?
Yeah, it was a pick and choose, but I felt like the high was coming, so.
Well, buddy, congratulations. Like I said, this is the first time ever, and we've never had a stage winner in the history of the Northwest Racing Series. So enjoy this moment, and good luck the rest of the way, sir.
Thank you, guys.
The Wolf is his nickname, ladies and gentlemen. Driving a course for Walters Racing, that is Taylor Alto. And Alto is the first ever stage winner, and in a moment, everybody's going to be coming down to the pit lane as they will have a few laps under caution. I'm thinking, Emmett, probably around lap 20, we should go back to the green flag, and we'll have about a 20-lap stint for stage number 2. Here comes pit stops. We'll cover them very quickly. Emmett, they're on their way to pit road, like Alto, like Childress, and even the front runners.
Yeah, probably just coming to they're going to get some fuel right here, Wesley, just to make it to the end of this stage, too. Because, I mean, the thing is about super speedway racing now, fuel comes into play so much more than it did. You know, it's more dependable, which is very interesting as well. And I'm ready for this second stage after seeing stage 1, Wesley.
The race off pit road is on. Trevor Fetchner now being shown the new leader. Never count out Devin West. He started in the back after not running the duels last night. He's up to second. Brian Barnes, a solid run earlier in stage 1. Stephen Paulison, the legend Frank Harris, the new top 5 as they assemble behind the pace truck and prepare for stage 2. We take a break. We come back. We're green flag. Stage 2 in the Northwest Luck of the Irish Daytona 200. Just 15 laps in. And Taylor Alto, the first time ever a stage 1 winner.
Round 1. The Race On All-Star Challenge kicks off with the smackdown at Rocket Raceway Park. The road to the championship starts here.
Well, I had a little rough weekend. I was gonna say you might have a few parts I can get replaced.
Okay, what you got?
First of all, I think I'm gonna need a radiator, an air breather, an upper A-frame, a front bumper, a hub. Yeah, those for sure.
With all that right there, you don't need a spindle and maybe a ball joint or two?
This is gonna be kind of hard to explain, but you got a shifter, linkage, some motor mounts, plug wires too.
Man, you must have hit him hard.
It happens.
Well, we can definitely help you out with that. And I tell you what, we could probably save you some money if we use some ProTech parts.
Well, that'll be good news to tell the wife.
When it happens, get back on the track with ProTech parts. Race-proven performance without the race-proven price. Only at Day Motorsports.
Back here, Daytona. Emmett Crow, Wesley Outlet here with you. Of course, Charles Wooten on production. So glad you're joining us. By the way, don't forget the Northwest ARCA Racing Series at Daytona. Their 200-miler is this Thursday night. Coverage will begin, hopefully, on time. I say that jokingly, it being about 30, 45 minutes behind schedule, but hopefully on time at 11:15 Eastern this upcoming Thursday night, for that matter. So, all right, Got the old glory flying on Trevor Fetchner's truck. He's the new leader. Devin West is right there on the outside of row number 1. Couple of Chevrolets, couple of Fords on row 2 with Brian Barnes and Stephen Paulison. A Toyota up there in the top 5 for Troy Daggett. And if you're keeping track of the Fords, Emmett, you kind of chatted about this earlier. Right now, there's only 3 Fords in the race. The highest man is Chris White in 15th. The other drivers in the back are James Vining in 35th and Jason Leake, both a lap down or multiple laps down in 36th. So only 3 Ram trucks stepping up here for the Northwest Racing Series opener of the season for the spring.
Yeah, and you know, Ram, I mean, just like in real life, they haven't produced it. Of course, I mean, they've only, one only collar range Ram.
I mean, pretty much Colleague is the only drivers right now that operate the Ram trucks. You're exactly right. So, all right, let's go back to green. Ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned, around lap number 19. So they got about a 21-lap stint until halfway. 21 laps to the halfway mark. 60 laps to go. Already 50 miles into this race as they go back to green.
Yeah, now they're getting up to speed. You see that top side really coming into play as the 58 Steve Paulson trying to get a run on that high side, but Wesley, that 99 machine just can't, Troy Daggett just can't get him up there.
Working down to the inside. All this going on as they dive into the corner. Patience indeed, as now we see them show Trevor Fetchner up at the top spot. He climbed 24 positions after stage 1. Devin West right behind him. Brian Barnes right there up on the high side. Here comes now Kevin Smith, the 00, the yellow 00 Chevrolet's on the outside, and Ritter's the pole man's behind him.
Yeah, and when does Devin West notice that run from Smith and try to get up and get that run and try to get that lead? Of course, we are still early on in the stage. You know, you said 25-lap stage. I think he's going to take his time, but he's going to keep looking and see when he can jump up high, Wesley, get that run from Smith and push it to the lead.
Gyro Cam on board. Right behind Barnes and Smith, this is Toby Ritters. And watch that gyro cam. Watch them climb that 31 degrees. You can see how banked it is when you go from 8 degrees on the front straightaway to 31 degrees. And now you hit the flat. And that's 5 degrees on the back stretch, known as the Daytona Super Stretch there, Emmett.
Yeah, and I love the gyro cam because it gives these viewers at home, just shows how progressive this banking is. Look at that. I mean, look how steep that is, Wesley. I mean, it's unbelievable how these trucks just stay up here, but it shows what these guys are dealing with on the track in real time.
Yeah, it really is. As we now work our way again back into the corner. Emmett, can you try to bring your volume up on your mic some, my friend, if you can? I think they're saying your mic is still a little lower than mine. As right now, Trevor Fetchner in the lead, up 24 spots. Kevin Smith to second. Devin West, now here comes the pole man, and Kevin Smith, now Emmett's going to go to the lead.
Yeah, Kevin Smith gets a great run from the pole man, Mr. Ritters, as he's going to get a big shot right here. They're 2x2, Wesley, coming out of turn number 3 and 4. I mean, coming down the backstretch, my bad.
No, they're coming off of 4. No, you're right.
Okay.
You're right. They're coming to the tribal. And look at them now with Smith, the yellow machine. Here comes the big yellow bus. And I don't mean the Magic School Bus. It's the Northwest Fury truck of Kevin Smith from Walla Walla, Washington. And look at them getting sideways there a little bit. Oh, they got unorganized.
Yeah, they got unorganized, and that's going to allow Ritters and Smith to break away. But look at this. Fetchner still with them on the inside line, but that outside line just can't get, Daggett can't give the 58 a push to get him up there.
Yeah, I think there's got to be some patience, right? Obviously, we're kind of still a long way into this thing, and
man, what a move that man.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'll get it right.
And into the corner, back in a 1 and 2 again. Already heading towards lap number 25. That's 15 remaining in stage number 2 here. We are stage racing for the first time of the Northwest in the trucks. ARCA will do it of course, on Thursday night. Right now, there goes Barnes, a former Northwest Cup champion. He's got the former Truck Series champion of the Northwest of Shelton, Washington's Dan West Jr.'s son, Devin, on the inside. By the way, speaking of Dan West Jr., a quiet night for this man so far, silently trying to climb into the top 25. Emmett's son's going a lot quicker than he is as they work to the line, 15 in stage 2.
Yeah, Devin West in that 5 machine up 32 spots to drop the green flag at the start of this race, Wesley. And he's done a really good job. You know, he ran in second for quite a while, but now behind Toby Ritter's trying to give him a big push to get him into the lead.
And they stay to the inside now with Smith in the lead. Man, all this going on as these guys patiently just wait methodically to hit their marks down across the line. Here comes now another push to the inside. With the bottom of the racetrack working, the pole man, Toby Ritter's right there on the back tailgate of the Chevrolet of Smith. That's 3 Chevrolets, 4 Chevrolets in the top 5. Now check that. Here comes 2 Fords with Harris and Barnes now in that mix on the back straightaway. Here comes the green, John Deere green machine behind Barnes in the 4.
Yeah, the duck machine of the 77 of Frank Harris making his way up. But then on the outside, Grady is really giving Alto a big shot. And now he's got Fechner behind him. If this top side gets organized, Leslie, we could see these guys try to push to the lead.
Patience right now as these guys work their way again down into the corner. Look at this, right there, perfectly on the inside. And watch now, one little slip, and we got one in the grass. Hold on, baby. You are off track. That was, I believe, the truck at 29th. That's Dan West Jr. Here's a replay. Here's what happened to DWJ. Dan West Jr., he's okay. We'll stay green, though. But here comes the guy that I was telling you about comfortably. Devin West having a good run, but there goes Dad. Dan West Jr., a 3-time Northwest Truck Series champion. He's struggling right now, Emmett, here in Daytona, as you see him going to 1 and 2.
Yeah, when he went into 1 and 2, I saw him get, well, the 758 got loose, and then he checked up, and the Reese's machine just didn't see him check up.
Lucky.
Yeah,
bottom line, he got lucky. He could have got used up big time. Yeah, there was a gap on the inside that cleared when Kyle Matthews got the punt to the 55, and when he got sideways and fishtailed off the banking, somehow Dan West Jr. found clear daylight on the inside. That might be the mulligan and the move of the race for DWJ right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but his son Devin West doing a great job running P3 right now. Just being patient, not sticking out, not coming out of line, just running on the bottom, waiting to make his move and see if Brian Barnes goes with him on the high side.
I want to send a shout out to Alan Harris, obviously cheering on his dad, Frank John Deere Green, number 77 for the legend on the inside, and he's in the 5th spot as they work their way now, coming out of turn number 2.
Yeah, down the backstretch, rocking the Oregon Duck scheme. looking good on the inside, but that outside line, they just cannot get organized, and they're getting freight trained by this inside line, as Harris is going to be able to pass Alto right here going into 3 and 4.
The Pride out of Portland, Oregon right there, down to the inside as they work their way into the corner. Another lap in. And how about Kevin Smith? Here's another longtime competitive racer of the Northwest Racing Series. Currently right now sitting comfortably in that top spot, the man out of Walla Walla, Washington.
Yeah, Devin West just giving Ritters just a shot, just pushing these guys, and Brian Barnes isn't able to get up to the back of Devin West bumper. So these guys are starting to break away just a hair, Wesley, and you can see it right there, the separation. Oh, we got trouble, it looks like.
Problems for the Black Rifle Coffee Company, number 19 off the pace. I think we're still going to stay green, but it's B Adamson in the fence there.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a tin truck.
Well, I'm not sure what happened. Oh, well, there it is. The 19 and the 10. That's B Adamson and Travis Barnes. And there's the contact as they run each other up into the safer barrier. But as fast as they got turned into the fence, they both were able to correct and get righted. So we'll stay green.
Yeah, stay green in this outside line. They're starting to get organized, as you can see. Fechner trying to get up to the back of Grady to give a big push to Alto, but this inside line, Wesley, is just fast. I don't think the outside line can get organized enough, not enough trucks to get up to the lead.
Evan Smith right now having the opportunity to be the man that leads the way. By the way, Jeff Stabnow, Mr. 500 tonight, his career start number 498 for him. And we speak of Kevin Smith, this driver from Walla Walla, Washington. Obviously, his 250th career start for the Northwest Racing Series tonight, Emmett. How special would it be for the man to get his 10th career win of the series? A man already with 55 top 5s and 107 top 10s, looking for his 10th career win, and it would be in his 250th start here in Daytona. He leads the big yellow bus off of turn 4 in the 0-0 back to 1.
Yeah, that would be a huge win. Of course, any win here at Daytona, Wesley, is a huge thing to put it on the resume that you won this race in any car. It's just special to win here because there's so much history. And, I mean, this is the World Center of Racing.
Yeah, it doesn't matter whether it's virtual or reality. The bragging rights of wanting to win in Daytona and to set the stage with this new series, this new spring series, is paramount. You know, normally in the past, the Northwest Racing Series, they start around the end of February, beginning of March, right? We're a little late on the start this time, because there's a 15-week spring series for both trucks and ARCA. The GT3 Endurance Series tomorrow night as well. I know we don't broadcast them. Maybe we might do some in the future if we can have a night where Charles is available or somebody wants to do it production-wise on those GT3 Endurance Series. But right now, our commitment is to Monday and Thursday night, obviously. And then they take a break during the summer, Emmett, because they're right in the middle of the racing season. And then they take off at the end of the racing season, at the fall and the winter, and they'll run from like September to March with the real national championship. That will really be the national season, the extended schedule, if you will, for the Northwest Racing Series.
Wow, and that really,
win-win for everybody.
I was going to say, that's a win-win. I mean, you get to see racing every night, every week. I mean, every week's not every night, but I mean, that really proves, you know, these guys are going to have to take a mental focus at it, because, I mean, that's like running a regular race season.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, don't forget, we are in action next week. We're going to Atlanta, and yellow flag will fly. Caution is out. Trouble as Sean Pomeroy is in trouble on lap 36, just about to end stage number 2. Yellow flag will fly. Sean Pomeroy. There he is. There's the damage on the 503. BSM Motorsports entry, and the replay is forthcoming. Charles Wooten on production. He's coming out of 4. He keeps popping into view, and then he disappeared. We're trying to retract and find him, guys. Here he comes. Watch this. We might have had to backtrack a little bit, Emmett, to try to keep track of the 503, but we will find this is what happened to Sean Pomeroy. Caution out, by the way, for the 3rd time.
Yeah, taking a look right here. Yeah, he just vanished.
4th yellow flag, by the way. 4th yellow flag. 3 for on-track accidents, 1 for the end of the stage. And I got a feeling, and there he is. He vanished, and they're saying Sean Pomeroy is obviously the cause of the caution, but you see that he's on the pit lane. So I'm kind of lost myself. So he's on pit road, and yellow flag will come out. The question is, there's 4 laps left. Can they get this back going again? We saw a 1-lap shootout in stage number 1 after a late race caution in stage 1, and I think, Emmett, they'll probably try to get this thing back going again to have at least a 2-lap shootout before the caution and the halfway mark in stage 1.
Yeah, I really think they're
stage 2. My apologies.
They're going to try to get this stage 2 to finish under green because nobody wants to see a stage end under caution. But I just got to say, Wesley, we were talking about that outside line couldn't get hooked up. Well, then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, look who's in front, Taylor Alto. So they got hooked up finally, and now Alto finds himself in the lead.
And there is Taylor Alto, who has pushed his way back up in the front again, as my colleague Emmett Crow just mentioned. Will he be able to win stage number 2 as well as stage 1? Find this out in a moment, as right now we are closing in on 3 laps left in stage number 2. I believe we'll get back to a restart. They can at least try to go at least 2 or 1 laps here coming up, Emmett.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. It just, nobody came into pit, so, we'll probably get back going. Oh, there is some trucks coming off pit road, but they should get back going.
Yeah, I think some drivers might be going for the undercut to possibly come down to the pit lane. But there's the Chevrolet number 88 machine of Taylor Alto. Kevin Smith behind him of the 00. And I don't know if do we have a trade-in paints problem, Charles, or is that the way the trucks look like this year for him?
No.
Yeah.
I wonder if that, because I noticed that.
I was thinking that Kevin Smith normally drives the bomb speed camouflage 00, and tonight he's in a yellow truck with a Chevrolet bow tie. So I'm wondering if there's something going on with trading paints. So I didn't know. So hey, they will go to pit. They'll come to 1 to go, I think. So that'll let us step away real quickly, and we will refresh things like truck paints and more, and we go back to green to finish stage 2 next.
Well, I had a little rough weekend. I was going to see if you might have a few parts I can get replaced.
Okay, what you got?
First of all, I think I'm going to need a radiator, an air breather, an upper A-frame, a front bumper, a hub. Yeah, those for sure.
With all that right there, you don't need a spindle and maybe a ball joint or two?
This is going to be kind of hard to explain, but you got a shifter, linkage, some motor mounts, plug wires too.
Man, you must have hit him hard.
It happens.
Well, we can definitely help you out with that. And I tell you what, we could probably save you some money if we use some ProTech parts.
Well, that'll be good news to tell the wife.
When it happens, get back on the track with ProTech parts. Race-proven performance without the race-proven price. Only at Day Motorsports.
Hello and welcome back. If you want to put the logo up on the screen, it is the lid lifter for the Northwest Racing Series Spring Series. It's the Northwest Luck of the Irish 200. A week late, the dollar short. But, you know, got to have luck to survive Daytona, Emmett Crow. I think that's the nice way of saying it. And right now we've had, there it is. Hey, we got it fixed. Told you it was a green truck, a camouflage truck there, Emmett. I told you.
Yeah, you did.
Got it. This is the standard of iRacing, by the way. This is LSRTV. Your home for sim racing. 4K quality and more. As the field comes back to the line, they will come back to green. They're going to get one lap, just like Stage 1 earlier tonight, and the man in Deja Vu up in front all over again. Taylor Alto, the Stage 1 winner, leading Stage 2 for 1 to go in the Turn 1, Emmett.
Yeah, as he comes out of 1 into 2, doing a great job. But look at the high side with, now I got to look, Kevin Smith trying to get a push from Grady to get up to the lead. They're almost 3 wide. I thought they were almost 3 wide there for a second, but Grady giving Smith a big push, Leslie, as they come into 3.
And he sure did. And they got to hold it together somehow as they dive down into the corner into 3 and 4. Kevin Smith now with a push. He's got no help as now he lost ground from Grady. Now he pulls away. Now Ritters will push Alto. Kevin Smith's going to win Stage 2 in Daytona. Caution out. Wow. Stage 2 winner, Kevin Smith.
I thought maybe Taylor Alto had it when, like you said, there was the separation, but those two got hooked back up, and Grady gave Smith a huge shot and was able to keep it out in front of Alto. Unbelievable.
We are also halfway in the event, in the race. There is a 40 of 80 laps completed. So with that being said, the man out of Walla Walla, Washington, Kevin Smith, will be the Stage 2 winner, the boss of Win Racing. What a job, what a drive. As we are trying to find Kevin Smith to bring him in the booth for an interview. Teammate with Ryan Bloom, Win Racing back again for another year. Love to hear from this guy from Walla Walla, Washington State. Kevin, congratulations. Updated training paints again, buddy. Got that truck camouflage, 00 looking good. And want to work on the outside to win Stage 2, sir.
Thank you. You guys hear me okay?
I do, my friend. Welcome back.
Well, thank you, man. I had a little help there. Obviously, at these tracks, you need help. Toby was a big help on that first run on the outside. We cleared to the bottom. And then Bobby there with 1-2 to go there was a huge help getting me across, too. So thanks to those guys.
What was going through your mind when you saw you and Bobby get separated just a little bit? Did you think Taylor had you, or did you think you had it still?
No, once we got that run, and especially once I got clear to the bottom, I felt like coming through 3 and 4 there, especially off 4, it was good to go.
Kevin, I got to ask you this question, my friend, because we've known each other for, it seems like, a number of years, and obviously it's a new season. What's your take of what the the Northwest has got up their sleeves this year with the spring series, and then obviously the big national championship that we normally run in the fall and the winter.
Coming into pits here, guys. Give me 1 sec.
He is coming into pit. So everybody just give him one moment. As, again, those drivers will now come down the pit lane. That's Kevin Smith, obviously, making his adjustments. Here comes everyone else on pit road. Ritters, Newton, Stabnow, Ryan Bay, Daggett, Johnson, Childress. I mean, for the most part, it is everybody, I would think, coming onto the pit lane here at the halfway mark of the race, Emmett.
Yes, definitely. And, I mean, coming in, getting that fuel, trying to stretch it, and it's going to be interesting, Wesley, to see if they're going to have to stop again or if this is going to be their last stop.
Kevin, you back with us, buddy?
I am, man. Thank you for the hiatus there, so we get that done.
Not a problem. I was just going to say, man, your take of obviously the new spring series and obviously what they're planning to do in the Northwest for keeping season 13 until the fall and the winter.
Yeah, man. I mean, it just keeps us more active, throughout the entire year. I think it was, obviously change, first reaction to changes, sometimes a little bit. None of us really like change, but this is going to be a whole lot of fun with this fixed series and then the GT series and obviously ARCA cars Thursday nights. So it'll keep us active. And then, winter, we're going to be able to run in the winter, which is going to be super cool. And we're going to do it back in the open series with the trucks. So that's going to be a ton of fun.
Well, Kevin, great to hear from you again, my friend. Good luck to everybody at Win Racing, and we'll see if we can see what you can do getting your 10th career win. Hey, by the way, also, Matt Props, tonight is your 250th Northwest start.
Well, there we go. I didn't know that, but let's go out and get a win tonight. So it's about a little bit about survival in these deals and racing smart, and it was important to get to the front there and stay out of some of that stuff. But, I took tires here, which I don't know how many guys stayed out. Looked like a handful of guys stayed out. I took some tires just so I don't have to do it later in the run. And we're back, looks like around 8th or 9th here, and we'll march to the front, try to stay out of that trouble.
There you go. Thanks for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, Win Racing, Walla Walla, Washington driver Kevin Smith. We'll let him get his thoughts back together as he has won stage number 2. Taylor Alto stage 1, Kevin Smith stage 2. And now we'll get ready to try to reset things and go for a quick restart here. And while we do that, let's bring in Devin West, obviously a multi-time champion and driver of the series. He'll lead him to the green. Devin, how's the truck? Obviously not able to qualify or run the duels last night, but you're up in front.
Yeah, I was saving for tonight. I want to make sure this thing's bad fast. I think it should be. I'm running the back all race, so it should be interesting to go up front here and hopefully not die. It'd be kind of nice.
Hey, listen, new season, new faces, new races. Obviously, some of the same are back, though, as well. You're taking the opening 40 laps of the race for you.
It's awesome to see this many cars out here. Hopefully this can maintain Jeff and Sean and John and everybody do a great job in this league on. I was in pretty good racing so far, only a few cautions. Just try to, hopefully everybody keeps their noses clean and stays smart. We're only 44 laps in, so 36 to go. So a lot of racing left, and it should be a good show.
Emmett, real quick, they're coming to green. You got a question for Devin?
No, I'm good. I don't have anything really.
Right,
just good
there
luck.
You go.
Yeah, let's get it done.
There you go. There's the thoughts of Devin West from Shelton, Washington, by the way. And what a talented driver that man is. Real quickly, we'll pause and we come back to green if you're listening on the radio for the restart. Coming up next.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Ready to carry this one for the finish, hopefully, with under 40 laps to go. Emmett Crow, Wesley Outland, Charles Wooten on production, and we are back to green here in Daytona. Second half, under 90 laps to go, or 90 miles to go. As Devin West will have the opportunity to be able to bring him back to green up in front. The number 5 all the way from the back, Emmett.
Yeah, Devin West doing a great job up front. He's been as high as 3rd. second, excuse me, Wesley, but Tyler King really trying to get a push from that 72 machine of BJ Tidrick.
Devin West, career start 222 tonight. He's looking for his 45th career win in 135 top 10s, 164 top 10s, 135 top 5s, excuse me. And right now the 5 and Ottenbacher, Team LSRTV up on the front. Never count out the green 89 from Billings, Montana. He knows how to win, and he wins in super speedways like Daytona. He gets around his teammate, and he goes to the lead in 1.
Yeah, Ottenbacher doing a great job getting in front of West. And now that's who you want to see, Wesley. If anybody you want to see behind you is definitely your teammate. But the 72 machine of Tidrick really trying to get that outside line to go. But it's not going to help as the 21 of Tyler King gets back in here, giving Devin West a push down into turn number 3.
Down out, Tidrick and Daggett up on the high side. Couple of white trucks there with the pole man of Ritters in tow. And there goes the Oregon Ducks colors. I said John Deere green. It looks John Deere green of the legend Frank Harris from Portland, Oregon. Right there behind them trying to get something started on the outside. Ryan Bay with a push. Here comes Childress on the outside. He'll power back to the bottom, and it's Ottenbacher back to the lead on the inside in 1.
Now Ottenbacher gets in front of West, continues the lead, but here comes Childress trying to get a push from Tidrick on the outside line. But look at Tyler King. He thought about going with Kevin Smith. Now he does go to the outside, down the backstretch, but Smith hangs him out to dry. But Wesley, he's got help from Childress as he goes into 3.
Watch them now going into the corner, down into turn number 3. It is Ottenbacher with a big push up top side. King there pushing, shoving the 5 of West, and Childress is on the high side. Keep an eye on the 72 and the 99 of Tidrick and Daggett. They're trying to get something going on the top side, pushing West around his teammate Ottenbacher. King is there as they go back into turn 1.
Yeah, and West shot in front of his teammate of Ottenbacher, but look at the top side. Tyler King getting a big push from Joshua Childress. Tidrick trying to get up to the back of Childress to push West to the lead as they come down the backstretch.
And Devin West right now under attack is the outside lane as Tyler King's got down Josh Childress right on the back of that Ford tailgate. Tidrick now trying to make it a battle there and make it a train race on the outside lane. Daggett can't push and get that momentum going. Right now they're side by side. They're going to two-step their way through the tri-oval, across the line, heading to lap number 50 and 30 to go here in the Daytona 200 for the Northwest Luck of the Irish opener of the Spring Series. Side by side, now King gets the jump on the whole high side to lead for Beaver State in 1 and 2.
Yeah, big push from Josh Childress, but Tidrick just can't get up to the back bumper, but Ottenbacher pushing his teammate to the lead. Now Kevin Smith trying to get the accordion effect going to give West that advantage that he needs to get to the lead. But Tyler King too good on that outside line. Now Childress shoots down into the bottom side as they go into 3.
And look at Tyler King working that outside lane and making it work 2 or 3 lanes through the tri-oval. Running out of room as you cannot go below the double yellow line. Remember, that is the out of bounds line. If you advance your position or try to bypass somebody, you will be disqualified. There will be a penalty. As right now, King is protecting the middle, the top, the bottom, holding off teammates and more out of 2.
Yeah, Tidrick's going to shoot in front of the pole man Ritters. As now here comes on the inside line. It's going to be Tyler King gets a big shot from Daggett right here down the backstretch. King goes back to lead, but Tidrick has the speed with the man who won the pole, Clifford Ritters, trying to get Tidrick to the lead as they come out of 3.
King right now working back on the bottom of the racetrack. It's Tidrick now up on the high side with now Daggett and Ritters door to door. Childress is there to the inside, poking out of line. You see the 5 of West as they start shoving and pushing one another. Look at the tailgate of the Toyota on the bumper. That is the man right there, shoving him
Wow.
Tidrick behind King. You're seeing the engine. And Childress is pushing him. And now Harris will jump onto the conga line as they work into 3.
Yeah, Tyler King going to get a big push from Daggett as they go into 3. Oh, Tyler King almost got down on the apron, but Daggett's right there as Childress pushes Daggett, gets that accordion effect going. That's going to give King the momentum as they come to the tri-oval.
And somehow they got to keep it together because one wrong slip, one wrong bump, and we've got crash. Somehow they hold it together. We're starting to go 3 wide behind them in the back. It might be a little too early for this. It's getting unorganized. It's getting chaotic. We're 3 wide down. Smith on the bottom. Newton up in the middle. And up top is Ritters, the pole man. Correction. That's Taylor Alto alongside those guys as they battle in the middle lane into 2.
Yeah, 3 wide back in the pack, but up front, it's a battle for the lead as we see the 57 machine currently of Paul Newton. Chris Kynes, and Paul Newton, all 3 wide with Alto up at the top side. And Chris Kynes up on the bottom, and Paul Newton in the middle of it.
Don't forget, we're going to Atlanta next week. 100 laps, 150 miles at the original Atlanta Motor Speedway. Gateway, Knoxville on dirt. Those are the next couple of races for the new Spring Series, the Northwest Racing Series Spring Truck Series. And of course, we're glad you're joining us, whether you're listening on CRN or watching on LSRTV, your home for sim racing is right now. Tidrick went under 30 to go, holding off the pole man of Ritters. He's got Devin West, who started in the back of the pack, up there to the outside, top side, inside. Here comes Ryder Shiflett, and Ritters is trying to go after Tidrick for the lead on the top side in a 4.
Yeah, Ritters is going to shoot down in front of Shiflett to get the momentum, and that's going to allow Ritters to get alongside of Tidrick. And at the line, it's going to be Tidrick's going to still lead the lap as they go into 1.
If you want to know about some of the high climbers, DJ Tidrick now, the new leader, up 36 positions to the lead. Devin West, 32, and we got a car. Oh boy, we got a truck getting loose. We saw a little smoke. I think we're okay though. John Ottenbacher. Ryder Shiflett behind him, up 21 spots, and all this going on is, I just feel like on that last restart, they lit the C4, the bomb went off, and it's chaotic racing now, and they know it.
Yeah, it's go time for sure, Wesley. You know what we say, 25 time to dig, but I mean, right now, you see Ritters on the inside. He's getting such a great run. But he just can't get up there as Shiflett just can't get enough momentum from King to get the accordion effect to get Ritters up there to push to the lead. Well, I say that, there they go down the backstretch.
And now Toby Ritters will power back up to the front in the number 3. Or is he? Tidrick is hanging right with him on the outside. We're not seeing him. There he is. Hickaboo, I see you right there on his right windshield, and Tidrick in the Munster Energy truck. There he is, as Ritters is on his inside, and West is on the back of the tailgate, pushing Tidrick to the line with 25 to go out of 4.
Oh my gosh, I thought he was about to try to make a move right there, try to push it 3 wide, but he got right up on the back bumper, and now he's got his teammate with him, Ottenbacher. So Wesley, that tells me, when does Devin West and Ottenbacher go for the race lead?
55 down, 25 to go. We're on lap number 55 of this race, working lap 56. And now Ritters on the inside. Shiflett will follow. Toby Ritters, Clifford, Aces High Racing. I know Rose has got to be biting her nails right now. All this going on as they dive into turn number 3. Tidrick up top. Here comes Devin West to follow. And the 2, it's Shiflett, a new runner on the series. King, the Warlords, working off turn 4 as they come back to the line.
How big would it be for Ryder Shiflett, new driver in the series, to get his first career win here at Daytona? Wesley, that would be huge. And he's got a chance at it if he gets a run from King to get past West.
By the way, it's been a while since Toby Ritters, a.k.a. Clifford, has an opportunity to experience the taste of Northwest victory lane. By the way, this is career start number 210 for him in the Northwest. He has 2 career wins, 19 top 5s, 84 top 10s. Been a while since he's won. It's been about a 2-year slump. Down to the inside. He'll work his way up on the top side around west. And Tidrick's now going to power back to the front. Ritters is on the bottom. I don't know what works better, inside or outside. It seems like both have got momentum, and so you run with here, Emmett, through the tri-oval.
Yeah, look at Devin West shoot down to the bottom to get that run for Ritters, and now he's going to allow his teammate to get right behind him. That's who I want to see behind me, as Ottenbacher pushing Devin West to the race lead, as Tidrick has help from the 29 Machina Bay.
PJ Tidrick right now, his 195th career start of the Northwest tonight. He's got 2 career wins, 25 top 5s and 71 top 10s. He now wants to lead, but now he's fell back. Oh no, Riddick is free falling like lyrics to the Tom Petty song on the outside lane. Ryan Bay gives him a push to get him back up again, but now Devin West is back in front of the 5.
Yeah, but look at this. That top side's trying to get organized as Grady is trying to give a big push to the back of Bay to get the accordion effect going. But look at this. Here comes Ryder Shiflett. He decided to go to the outside as they're coming up on a lap traffic, as Ritters is going to go in front of Shiflett, trying to get some momentum as they come in down the backstretch.
They come to the line this time by. It will be closing in on 20 laps to go and a couple more laps. That will be the final 50 miles. There will be 150 miles completed. And it will be a final 40 miles or 50 miles, 20 lap shootout coming up for this opening race in the new Northwest Racing Series Spring Truck Series in the Northwest. Luck of the Irish Daytona 200, and look at the field just start to scatter. They're literally going high, low, any wrong move, and you got calamity here. We're trying to go 3 wide up in the front. They got unorganized, and West has got friends, but Ottenbacher can't go to the bottom. He got blocked by the 2 of Shiflett.
Yeah, look at Shiflett shoot down to the bottom with Ottenbacher, Devin West's teammate, but West has got the pole man, Ritters, giving him a big push as they go down the backstretch. Devin West got the momentum, but Ottenbacher trying to push that 2 into the lead as they come into 3.
There's a push by Ritters to the 5 of West, a push by Ottenbacher to the 2 of Ryder Shiflett. Tidrick is in. We got a caution. We got a yellow flag, everybody. Trouble on the racetrack. Closing in on 20 laps to go, and oh my goodness, it is going to be James Vining, Brett Johnson. Wow. Brian Barnes got a piece of it. Yellow is out as we're closing in on 20 to go. It happened off the bank in a 3 and 4. Chris Kynes involved in the Napa 57 also. It happened behind the front runners right here in this little group. Keep an eye on it. There is James Vining. I'm wondering if him and the 10 got together again. Remember, they got together earlier. No, Vining just lost pace. Oh, he turned into Stabnow. Stabnow's able to continue. But if you notice, guys, if we rewind it, Cody, there was a truck that was spun at the bottom of the racetrack. Even before Brett Johnson and Vining got to him, there was a truck that was spun on the inside of the racetrack. And I think that's what caused Vining to panic, if you will. Wow, rocking the Speed Channel truck, the number 10 there. There's a truck that lost it down to that. It's Travis Barnes, by the way. Watch the inside. There it is. There's a contact. Stephen Paulison. And I think that's what made him check up. And he got into Stabnow, and the other guy starts spinning from there. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, I thought I saw that.
Good eye. Boy, I'm glad I got good eyes, because I just saw a glimpse of the truck there at the bottom, and it was Stephen Paulison. And here's a look at it one more time. We'll show you the accident one more time, and then we got pit stops, because everybody, and I do mean everybody, is coming down pit road. Watch this. 3 wide. There's the contact. Oh, Matthews into Paulison. And then look at this. Oh, there it is, binding in the snap now. And then these other guys that just got spun are just trying to avoid him. We got pit stops. Look at this, guys. The money stop. What do you think, Emmett? This is it right here, man. Under 50 miles to go, under 20 laps to go. This is the push to the finish right here.
Yeah, this is the money stop, definitely. And look at that. Ritters is going to take 4 tires. He's going to lose a lot of track position, but it's going to be interesting on this restart how these, because it looked like everybody just took fuel.
We are closing in. We are closing in on under 50 miles remaining. 20 laps to go. You better strap in, because I got a feeling we saw some of the most intense racing we saw in a while on the green flag at the start of stage 3. You just up the ante even more as we're in the home stretch. Quick break. When we come back, it's shootout time in the final quarter of the Daytona Northwest Luck of the Irish 200. Stay with us.
So we got Maryland represented, we got Canada, we got, I think, 19 different states, and of course we've got the Aussie Pig from Australia out here. Beautiful sunset out here at Rocket Raceway Park in Paris, Texas.
It's just something different and challenging. I don't know any other endurance races that are this big worldwide.
It's nothing like you've ever seen before. It's so much fun. It's crazy, hectic, but at the end of the day, it's the most fun race I've ever done.
Just try to go with the flow at first and stay out of trouble.
You got to be consistent. You got to have a piece that's there at the end.
To finish in the money here, you really done some good.
Coverage of the Northwest Racing Series. And what event is this, Charles? Throw it up on the screen. Ah! There it is. That's a pissed off leprechaun right there, boy. He's trying to take all the gold. Somebody is trying to take all the money here tonight for the lid lifter of the new Northwest Racing Series Spring Truck Division. Emmett Crow, I'm Wesley Outlet, Charles Wooten on production. Emmett, I just got a feeling it's about to get crazy right here. When we turn these guys loose, Katie barred the door. I mean, I don't want to say cautions breed cautions, but I think patience is out the window now.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Toby Ritters, you know, he took 4, Wesley, and it's going to be interesting to see how patient he is trying to get back up here. And like you said, patience out the window. Yeah, it's going to be, I think this is the calm before the storm right here.
By the way, don't forget the ARCA, the Northwest Racing Series ARCA Spring Division will fire up. That will be Thursday night, right back here at Daytona. Don't forget, next week we're at Atlanta. And we are ready to get this one back underway. Side by side with Ryan Bay, and now we've got that driver of Bobby Grady on the outside. The Hunter, number 1. Couple of Chevrolets in the top 2 rows with Childress and Alto.
Oh!
Whoa, and oh my goodness, Alto got pushed out of line. I think somebody was spinning tires, and somehow they come out unscathed as they dive into turn number 1.
Yeah, look at Ryan. Look at Ryan Bay on the inside, just having. And I mean, if I'm Ryan Bay, that's what I want to see behind me. Josh Childress has been one of the best pushers tonight. And then look, and then you got Daggett behind him, who's also been a great, incredible pusher. That's who I want to see behind me, Wesley, as they go into 3.
That's 4K Ultra HD quality of LSRTV showing you the craziness of what just happened as now they dive back in. Off the corner, out of turn number, we got a caution. Yellow is out. I think Dan West Jr. and some other guys have crashed. Oh, my God, it's a parking lot.
Oh, my gosh.
The big one has just happened. Frank Harris, I'm sorry, son, your dad's in it. Chris Walters, Brian Barnes, John Ottenbacher, Ray Partridge, Coleman Gorey, Chris White, Ryder Shiflett, all caught up in this one. And we're 3 wide. I had a feeling that the bomb was going to go off here, Emmett.
Yeah, me too. And just like I was saying, how patient is Toby Ritters? But I don't think Toby Ritters causes. Oh, yeah, there it is, right there. Wow.
And then look at the field just implode from within right there, and then more trucks just slam into one another.
Kevin Smith came unscathed. Toby Ritters came unscathed. A lot of trucks. Oh, look at this. Look at the 12 just dive down to the inside of Fechner. Just avoided it. I don't know how he avoided these trucks, Leslie.
From another angle, this is on board with the driver, Chris White. Here's what he saw in the White Racing Media, Photo Media, number 15. Keep an eye on this one. Just hit the back of stage 2 winner Kevin Smith. And I think he gave the assist to Kevin Smith to keep going, but then he lost it himself. Oh, wow.
Wow. Yeah, I think it all started when somebody got Chris Walters loose. I couldn't see the truck, but then that's when then there was nowhere for anybody to go. And this is going to be exciting 16 laps, Wesley.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody is going to come down to the pit lane. So let's check in with the legend of Frank Harris and maybe get an update of how his truck's doing, how damaged it might be. One of the guys for Aces High Racing. Always great to catch up with Frank. Frank, it's the broadcast booth. I know your son is watching, but man, you were doing really good till just that little moment. It doesn't look like the truck's that badly damaged, though. Can you give me an update, Frank?
Yeah, we got a little bit of damage. I'm hoping I don't have too much. The steering wheel's pretty straight, so we'll see what happens here. It always happens at the end of the race, man. Everybody goes for the gusto, and a bunch of trucks get torn up. So we'll see what happens here towards the end. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I enjoyed racing up front there, kept it clean, and felt really good about being able to stay up there. But came in at one time for tires, and that kind of set me back there a little bit, and now I'm in the chaos.
Well, let me ask you this, Frank. What's your strategy to get back up there, or you just try to survive and finish this race?
Well, looks like we got about 14 laps to go. I'm just going to try to keep it clean and see what happens up towards the front. You know, the chaos happens up front there towards the end of the race. And I'll just try to make my moves as best as I can. Don't like being on the outside because when they crash, they always come up to the top. So I like being at the bottom. It scares me a little bit trying to pass up there on top because you don't know what's going to happen in front. I'll just play it by ear, and hopefully if my truck's not too damaged, I'll be able to drop with somebody and get towards the front again, maybe finish 8th or 9th. Hopefully I'll finish better than that.
Maybe there'll be 19 trucks wreck in front of you and you'll be able to win this race.
Thanks for your time, buddy. I know your son's watching. You want to send a big hello to him?
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to Alan David Harris, who's out there in Salem watching on LSRTV. You guys, hope you're all enjoying the race, and we'll see you guys at the end.
This is iRacing driver Frank Harris right there, ladies and gentlemen, out of Portland, Oregon. And, you know, I try to get along with everybody, Emmett, but I got to tell you, I disagree with Fast Flash Gaming. I'm sorry. I don't know why you call it a wreck fest. It's actually been really, really good racing. We just had a big wreck just a moment ago. So I have to disagree with you out there in the chat box that wants to call it a wreck fest. Obviously, there were stage breaks, but we've had a couple of cautions for some spins. But for the most part, Emmett, the racing has been phenomenal. I mean, that push before that last caution that come out, I mean, we had some exciting racing, and I don't think we're done yet with 14 to go. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't think we're done yet, and I totally agree with
the word wreck fest is overstated, and that's not true. It's hashtag fake news.
Yes, it is definitely fake news.
I think everybody has been treated to a very entertaining run tonight here at Daytona. Now, are we getting to the end? Is it time to, turn up the chip, if you will? Absolutely. But with that said, let's get ready to go back to green with Childress and Daggett. Front row. Keep an eye on Ryan Bay and Tyler King. He knows what it's like to win Daytona. Back to green. Let's do it again. 13 to go. Dennis Moore chiming in. Dennis, why are you not out there racing tonight, man? I missed the 44. Dennis Moore says this isn't racing, it's all luck. Well, I mean, you need to have some luck, but we've seen some good racing in it as we go back to green on the back straightaway with 13 to go. Oh, that's a bad number. We might have a big wreck again. So Odom. Hang on, guys.
Man.
Look at King and the one of Brady working off the corner. Here they come with Childress and Daggett side by side. And there's Ryan Bay. And there's that Brody Grady now, the new driver, Bobby Grady, to the line. There's a dozen laps to go in it. Who's going to win Daytona? Who's going to win the first round of the Spring Series of stage racing? Oh, we got a crash.
Oh, man.
Trouble. I think it's Audenbacher.
Oh, they're still wrecking.
Again. Frank Harris, the 15 involved, and they're still crashing. Frank Harris, James Vining, and others. There was if you will, Emmett, a secondary caution. There was an accident between Harris and another truck, and then there was the big accident, obviously following those drivers in turn 1 and 2 again.
Yeah, I saw. So when we saw the caution lights come on, I saw that wreck starting. Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Oh, gosh.
Kevin Smith gets through it. It's the black 71, and then James Vining, the Tana Morgan again, Harris, and then there was another accident that happened up in the front, and that's all beginning to clear up now as you see him in a shower of sparks, the number 1. Watch this again. Wow. By the way, this is an instant replay. We have 11 laps to go in the race right now. 11 to go. Wow.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, and then look up front. Wow.
71-25, Ryan Bloom. And then Vining and these other guys crash right there. That's what we just caught a glimpse of. So, Oh, boy, man.
What did you say, Wesley? Cautions breed cautions?
I'm reading Alan Harris's comment. Bobby, come on, Taco Bell time, go grande. Yes, it is Taco Tuesday technically on the east coast of the U.S. If you like Taco Bell late at night. On vacay. All right, there you go. So Stewart Racing says I'm on vacation. So there you go, Dennis Moore. Hope to have you back soon. Alan Harris and now Fast Flash Gaming. Now you want to chime in again because you just saw another big wreck and say Wreckfest. Okay. We'll have to agree to disagree. The game Wreckfest sucks, and thank you. That sucks. Thank you guys for doing that. He should stop racing more harder, though. I think not. be so scared? Is he scared of crashing or something? Okay. He's talking to his dad. He's talking about Frank Harris. And I thought he was doing pretty good, Emmett, until, we get to the end there. And
well, yeah, it's like we were
the
talking.
Accident there.
It's like we were talking to him. He's up in the top 5, but he was like, I came in for tires, and that's what put me back here. And then he ends up getting caught up in a wreck. 2 wrecks, excuse me. And I mean, the first one wasn't bad. He said the truck was fine, and then the second one is a lot worse. He went head on into the safety barrier. But yeah, I don't think he did a bad job. I mean, just one of those Daytona
Nature of the
deals.
moment. Nature of the moment. It's getting down to the end, and I expect this type of kind of chaos here as we narrow it down to the end of this one. So let's. Oh my goodness, who do I bring in? You know what? Let's bring in Bobby Grady. Let's talk to him. First time with the series for EBM. Hey, Bobby Grady, it's the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
What's happening, man?
Hey, man, welcome to the world of the Northwest. So you having fun in that Uno Chevrolet?
Absolutely. It was a long haul from the back up to the front here, but we got a chance now.
How
Go ahead, Emmett.
I was going to say, how big would it be to win your first race in this series at Daytona?
It's a great group of guys. It'd be a privilege, I'll tell you that.
Well, I got to ask you this question. How'd you find out about us?
I'm from the Northwest originally, and just some of the guys that I know were racing in it, so it just looked like a good group of guys.
So I got to ask you this question. What's the key to try to get to this thing, especially with you being kind of like a new kid on the block per se? Do you got to find teammates? Do you have people that you're running with, or is it going to be you trying to push that yellow and red number 1 to the front on your own?
Well, I've raced with some of these guys, Troy and Presley and that whatnot, but just gonna have to get a good run and get a good teammate. I pushed Tyler to the win and one of the duels, so he owes me.
Thank you very much, Bobby. Welcome to the series, man. We appreciate you. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, sir.
There you go. It's Bobby Grady, everybody, and he said, Tyler King, you owe me. I don't see Tyler King nowhere in sight. I mean, he might be on it. Wait a minute. I spoke too soon. He's on the outside of row 2. So he is behind the tailgate bumper of Bobby Grady. So there you go. Single digits on the scoreboard with now 9 remaining. It'll be 8 to go when they come back to green. Emmett Crow.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting 8 laps. I'm just ready to get this race back started, Wesley.
Set up your top 10 for you as we get ready for a restart with now single digits on the scoring pylon. It is Troy Daggett, the leader. Bobby Grady now second. That's a Toyota and a Chevrolet, by the way. Josh Childress, Tyler King, row 2. Tyler King, teammate to Troy Daggett, or he says Tyler owes him. So we'll keep an eye on that. Look who's back up in the top 3 rows again. Ryan Bay, a quiet night for the ARCA runner-up of the championship last year. BJ Tidrick is there. Devin West up 28 spots. This guy did not get any track time at all. No practice, no qualifying or duels last night. He started shotgun in the back, just like Tidrick, and these guys are up in the top 10, along with the pole man, Toby Ritters. Clifford back in 8th. Taylor Alto, stage 1 winner, 9th. And Paul Newton outside row 5, top 10. Green flag back out here in Daytona. It's time to drop the hammer with 8 to go and push to the front if you got something to go here.
Yeah, and look at that already, Wesley. Josh Childress getting Troy Daggett away from the field. Now he's going to try the old slingshot move.
Audenbacher's crash, guys, down at the bottom of the racetrack in turn number 1 and 2. It's John Audenbacher, the Billings, Montana driver, and this will put us under another caution. I just don't think they got organized, and he got hit from the back by Paulison, I believe. Let's watch the replay here. Unless he spun the tires and lost it on his own. Keep an eye on that green and black number 89. There's John Audenbacher. a 7-time winner in this series. He's boy, there it is. Him and Matthews got together. And then got T-boned by another truck.
Yeah, that's going to be the 10 of
Morgan.
Travis Barnes.
Yeah, Travis Barnes in the Speed Channel truck, I believe. Yeah. Woo! All right, now you can start saying cautions, precautions. Katie Smack says that a league lap truck will get the win going out on a limb, fellas. I mean, I'm duh. I'm just. I mean, duh. Sorry, I'm not being a jerk. I'm just saying, yeah, a truck on the lead lap's going to win. You know, who is it going to be? Oh, boy. Oh, man, I don't want to jinx the guy, but let's bring in Troy Daggett. Let's hear what he's got to say on the subject, man. Got a good run for him right now. If he says, Wesley, I don't want to talk to you, then we'll just put him back in his place. But he might talk to me. I always enjoy talking to Troy Daggett. I know he's got to have butterflies right now as he's in the home stretch of hopefully trying to win one of the biggest races of his career. Troy Daggett, it's the booth, man. You're leading this thing. Getting kind of crazy there at the end. You hoping these more cautions happen to let the laps tick away to win this thing?
Yeah, I'm hoping for the cautions to get this a little bit closer to a shootout race. But at the same time, I know once we get the green going, it's going to be a shootout for that win.
Roy, you've been through these numerous years, numerous times we've called your races and battles, man. What's the key to survive this thing here and obviously be the guy to win here and get career win number 18 of your career?
Hopefully, just stay up front, avoid the wrecks, get a good jump on this restart. Got my teammate Josh Childress behind me.
Yeah.
He'll be starting outside of me, so execute a good launch by both of us. And, lined up.
And Troy, I need to apologize, my friend. This is career start number 228 for you tonight. You have never won a Northwest points race. My apologies on that. You have 17 wins, 17 top fives, 60 top tens. So obviously to put that KM 99 in victory lane would be something special, no doubt.
Yeah, it will be special. Hopefully I can be up at the front at the end. Hopefully still be there.
Emmett, got anything for him?
I was just about to ask. So we saw Childress try to slingshot you right there. Are you going to be expecting that and try to block him if he's going to do it on the white flag lap?
I think they're teammates. Aren't y'all teammates?
Yeah, we're working together, but once it comes down to the last lap, everything's off. We're going to work together. Hopefully 1 or 2. We get the white flag and duke it out to the end.
All for one and one for all. Watch your pants before they fall. Thank you very much, Troy. Good luck, my friend.
Thank you, guys.
That is the quote from the movie Peter Pan, if anybody didn't know that. So, Troy Daggett looking for his first ever win, Emmett Crow, in the series. If it can, if it can happen, we're going to go back to green with 5 to go, man. There'll be 4 laps remaining, a 10-mile shootout to the checkered flag. There is 2 attempts at overtime if need be.
Well, Troy Daggett's going to need a 4-leaf clover if he wants to pull this off. He's going to need a little bit of luck just to survive the chaos in these last 4 laps.
People are laughing at me right now saying, what the hell is that guy talking about? Pants falling? When he said all for one, I just thought of the quote from the movie, Peter Pan there. So, yeah. All right. Team EBM got all wrecked out. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. They think all had a shot. All right, let's get ready to go back for a restart, everybody. Yes. I think I'm really stumbling Emmett Alan Harris. He's like, what the hell did he just say? Oh, all right. I will not repeat myself again. It's like a test. Giving you the answers on the squeegee board and I'm erasing them. All right. Let's strap in here now. 1:30 o'clock. It's, 10:30 on the Pacific time. 12:30, midnight for the central world of the LSRTV production studios for Charles and Emmett. Like I said, they live like literally a hop, skip, and a jump. They could throw a rock at each other's window if they wanted to. Troy Daggett, Josh Childress in the front row. Toyota and Chevrolet, Ryan Bay, Bobby Grady, Tyler King, top 5. Devin West, Tidrick Ritters, Alto, Newton, top 10 back to green. And a much better restart than spinning tires and really stacking up the outside lanes as they go back up the bank into 1. It's going to be Daggett with the whole shot. And he's got to push by his teammate Childress. But how long will that last, though? Limited 2.
Yeah, look at Ryan Bay getting a big push from Tyler King. You know, Bobby Grady was saying that Tyler King owed him, but now he's got the help from Devin West. But look at the bottom side get lined up, Wesley. But look at that, the pole man, Mr. Toby Ritters, using that outside line to keep Troy Daggett in the lead.
Ryan Bay inside, Devin West outside. And here comes now Grady. We talked to him a moment ago. Boy, he's hungry to win, but so is Devin West. And look at the pole driver. Here comes Clifford, or the Big Red Machine. 4th truck outside lane. Toby Ritters is right back in the dance with 3 to go with the vacant 1. It's Daggett in front.
Daggett in front, now getting a big push from Childress, his teammate. And now Devin West getting a big push from Ritters as well. The high side is really coming into play, Wesley, as the bottom side has got disorganized with only 3 trucks down there.
You know, we saw it last night where it seemed like maybe the outside had a better advantage of working on the outside than the bottom. As now Grady way off the pace. Newton drops out of line. He'll leave the outside lane and leave them all hanging. He'll pull up in front of Bobby Grady. Here they come now, working into the corner. Working off turn 4. Down to the line. 2 laps to go. 5 miles remain in the Northwest Luck of the Irish Daytona 200. It is Daggett in front, the 99, trying to win his first ever Northwest win. He's in turn 1.
And Toby Ritter shot down to the inside to get the help from Newton. And now Ritter's trying to get the push from Newton. But that high side, Wesley, has got way more energy than the bottom. Down the back.
Daggett falling back. He's got friends now because Childress came to help him. I thought he was going to leave him hung out to dry. Now Daggett drops to the bottom and he left Childress in the middle lane by himself. Oh, he said it's all for one and one for all. They're coming to the line. Guess what? This is the white flag. The CRN 1 to go. Last lap in Daytona to start the year, baby. Daggett's in the white truck on the white flag going into turn 1.
Going into turn 1 for the last time on the bottom side. Daggett got the advantage from Ritters. But the top side, Paul Newton has come up. But we got a caution, Wesley.
No, we don't. They race on. They're crashing in the back. Josh Childress and others wreck. And they stay green as the field still wrecks on the back straightaway out of 2. Meanwhile, they race on, and now Daggett just got turned. He bicycles with contact by Paul Newton. And now Toby Ritters, by God, the pole truck back up in front. Toby Ritters is the leader. Devin West behind him. Here they come. Toby Ritters, they're not going to get him. He blocks Devin West. He's going to win Daytona. Toby Ritters has done it.
Wow, what a finish.
Toby Ritters wins the Luck of the Irish Northwest Daytona 200 lid lifter. And make no mistake about it, this is the biggest win of Aces High Racing's number 23 career. The number 3, I meant. He used to drive the 23. Toby Ritters wins in Daytona.
Man, I thought Devin West had him at the line there for a second. Oh my gosh, what a race.
Let the celebration begin for this young man. I know it has been an amazing comeback story for the driver of Toby and Bailey Ritters, Rose Ritters, and family. And the driver is going to enjoy this moment. Toby Ritter's Aces High Racing. I have called many of his races. I called his first career win. But I promise you, Emmett Crow, it ain't going to be nothing like this. Oh, and by the way, we ain't seen this since November. Welcome back, Emmett Crow. Get ready for the Northwest High Five Salute. Just watch and see. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, gosh.
Here they come. Full speed ahead. Did they all leave? Oh, here we go. There they are. Yeah, there you go. Here, oh, watch this. Oh! Oh! Devin West and the Toby Ritters. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our send-off. You want to talk about Wreckfest? There's your Wreckfest. We call it the Northwest High Five Salute, the way to send it off at the end of the night.
I love it.
We do this every race, ladies and gentlemen. It's just our way of celebrating that the race is over. Wow, how cool is that? Toby Ritters, ladies and gentlemen, is the winner. If you're doing the math for Toby Ritters, it will be his third career win in his 210th start. 20th top 5, 85th top 10. But I promise you, Emmett, there's nothing bigger than winning at Daytona. You said that when we came on the air about 2 hours ago. And he is going to experience the biggest win of his iRacing Northwest career, taking Daytona tonight.
Yeah, what a moment. You know, I mean, this is the Super Bowl of any series, and there's just so much history here, Wesley. And no matter if it's a Harley Earl J Trophy or if it's just, you know, a win in another series, it just means just that much more to win here at Daytona. Huge congratulations to Toby Ritters.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here is the results at the end of tonight's Luck of the Irish Northwest Daytona 200. Toby Ritters will pick up the win. By the way, you didn't have to go in the double overtime either. They ran the regular scheduled distance. Devin West is second. Kenneth Garber third. Tyler King fourth. We'll talk to the podium in a moment. Bobby Grady top 5. John Audenbacher is sixth. Roy Grande, Brian Barnes, Chris White, and Ray Partridge all on the lead lap. Emmett, your top 10.
Yeah, that's where you're going to find Ryan Bay in 11th, 12th, Josh Childress, 13th, Brett Johnson, 14th, Kevin V. Smith, 15th, Paul Newton, 16th, Dan West Jr., 17th, Gary Nichols, 18th, Kyle Matthews, 19th, Troy Daggett, 20th, Taylor Alto. 21st.
It's Stephen Paulison, followed by Trevor Fetchner, 22nd. Travis Barnes, 23rd. B.J. Tidrigus, 24th. Ryan McLeod is 25th. Jason Leake, Ryan Bloom, Caleb Guyroy, is James Vining, Frank Harris. Multiple laps down. They finish in the top 30.
Yeah, 31st, you'll find Chris Walters. 32nd, Ryder Shiflett. 33rd, you're going to find Jeff Stabnow. 34th, Chris Kynes. 35th, Ron Hunter. 36th, Sean Pomeroy. 37th, B. Adamson. 38th, Devin Matthews. 39th, Dylan Matthews. And 40th, Sean Bretzman.
Other driver that started the race is Eric Cox, 76 laps down. Ladies and gentlemen, before we let you go, let's take a look at the race summary one more time. Presented by Virginia811.com, reminding you to dig with care. It was 9 cautions, but it was a very entertaining race. 27 caution laps of 80 green flag laps of racing, so 53 laps of the 27 were green flag, and then it was 19 lead changes. We are taking a break. When we come back, we talk to Toby Ritters and the podium from Daytona, talk about wrapping things up, getting ready for Atlanta next week. We got ARCA on Thursday, right back here at Daytona. It's the Northwest Racing Series Spring Division. Trucks, ARCA, every Monday and Thursday night on your home for sim racing. We're back in a moment to talk to Ritters next.
Trying to find speed? The team at Dirt Tire Warehouse and Piranha Race Tire Service show exactly that. Don't believe us? Check out the race winner stickers on the Fast Guys cars. We groove, sight, match, size, and mount your dirt racing tires so you're race ready every time. Dirt Tire Warehouse and Piranha Race Tire Service. Take a bite out of the track and competition.
So we got Maryland represented, we got Canada, we got, I think, 19 different states, and of course we've got the Aussie Pig from Australia out here. Beautiful sunset out here at Rocket Raceway Park in Paris, Texas.
It's just something different and challenging. I don't know any other endurance races that are this big worldwide.
It's nothing like you've ever seen before. It's so much fun. It's crazy, hectic, but at the end of the day, it's the most fun race I've ever done.
Just try to go with the flow at first and stay out of trouble.
You got to be consistent. You got to have a piece that's there at the end.
To finish in the money here, you really done some good.
Back here, the driver out of Medford, Oregon, will celebrate with the Northwest Racing Series with the biggest win of his career. As I just mentioned, used to drive the 23, had Clifford on the truck. The kids loved it. Aces High Racing, his program, career start number 210, his third career win, the biggest win ever right now in his iRacing career, and what a way to start it off. Toby Ritters, congratulations, man. I know that this one's going to be pretty special, sir.
Yes, sir, Wesley. It sure is, and I'm glad to be back with the Northwest Racing Series and back with the best broadcasting I've ever came across in my iRacing career. And yeah, I strategized that race, and I tried to do my best to stay out of trouble, Wesley. And usually I don't like to be up in the front, and this time I played a little bit of different strategy, and because of the stage situation. So I grabbed me 11 stage points win, I believe, and luckily I got a win. It was crazy, but yeah, I ended up pulling it off.
So talk about a roller coaster day. Started on the pole. You were up there at stage 2, and then you avoid the wrecks, and you're in the back, and then come all the way up to the front. What was going through your mind on that last lap when you saw Daggett go bicycle it?
Oh, I didn't know. I honestly thought they were going to catch me before I got to the checkered. But I was going to try to pull a block, but I was like a little hesitant on it because I had good old Devin behind me, and I didn't want to wreck old Devin out. So I kind of hesitated when it went back up, and I thought, oh, if he's going to pass me before the checkered, he passes me. So I just got lucky is all.
Toby, obviously, man, Aces High Racing, building your own team, if you will. This has got to be an awesome return with the Northwest Racing Series family. I don't want to talk about, obviously, the things of the past, but being back and racing the way you did, I mean, the years of heartache and frustration or crashes and being out, I mean, it means a lot, obviously, to work to this level and obviously win this big event, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is, Wesley. And working through my ups and downs and through certain situations, I love my ex-teammates, and I like this whole group of people here. It's kind of like a family to me. So, and I really enjoy it. And each and every race I can have with you guys, it's a privilege. So I really appreciate each and every one of you. Jeff Stabnow, Sean Breisman, Kevin Smith, Ryan Bloom, Dennis Moore for helping my racecraft in the seasons that I was racing with them. I give a big shout out to my old teammates for the way how far I've gotten, and it's a big part of it is because of Ryan, Dennis, and Kevin. So thank you, guys.
Man, enjoy this one, sir. And are we going to see you try to double down and win ARCA on Thursday night?
You bet, boss. I'm going to sure give her all I got.
Ladies and gentlemen, for Toby Ritters, as I kind of hit it on, in his 210th career start for the Northwest Racing Series, he now picks up his third career win. It's been a while. 20th top 5, 85th top 10. Those are some numbers and stats that you'll remember for a long time. Toby Ritters, ladies and gentlemen, is the winner of the Northwest. Luck of the Irish Daytona 200. Enjoy this one. We'll see you next week, Atlanta, Toby.
Thank you very much. God bless everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is again Toby Ritters. Let's grab now the runner-up of this race and a man that's experienced the looks of being the champion and the winner in ARCA, trucks, you name it, Cup. He's done it from Shelton, Washington, a real racer of the modifieds and street stocks, Mr. Devin West. And Devin, man, I got to give you an attaboy. Nothing wrong with silver, all right? I mean, we're talking Olympic talk here now. But finishing second, not getting any practice, no qualifying, not running the duels, starting in the back, strategy to work to the front. You're taking finish in the number 2 position, Devin.
Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, for how many trucks you had tonight, like I said earlier in the race, it's just awesome this many trucks out here. It's the highest car count I've ever seen in the series, so hopefully that shows up on Thursday night as well. But yeah, I guess second, and to run second to Toby, I'm not mad about that at all. I think it's a pretty good night. So, yeah, I thought I had him at the end, to be honest. I thought I was going to get the pushes. I thought I had the run to get there. I came up 2 feet short. So, I don't know. It's a good race. Daytona is not my track. I usually crash out about lap 2, so to get all laps in, I'm happy about.
So when you got that push, when Garber, what could you have done differently to get Ritters at the line? Could you have backed up a little sooner to Garber to get that push, or was your goose cooked right there?
I would have liked to have pulled down and got in behind Toby more to get more of his draft. Unfortunately, I didn't really have time to look at my relative, look at my mirror too much to see who was behind me and how many cars were coming. And so I was kind of staying high to make sure they didn't bail on me and go around me. I think maybe if I could have gotten down, I'd have had a little bit more of a chance. Otherwise, I got sidekicked in that last wreck and kind of come momentum. So, yeah, I don't know. Second is plenty good for me.
Devin, obviously, man, before I let you go, thank your sponsors. But, man, you're taking this new season, the new drivers, new racers, people you were new to, and the veterans also, racing with them. What was your take of the race tonight?
Yeah, well, first off, I want to give a shout-out to Jeff and Sean for making the big decision to switch when the real series runs. I mean, that's going to work out for a lot of people. And I'm really looking forward to the summer series. Hopefully people can have fun with it. And not take it too seriously and just kind of hone their craft a little bit. Like I said already twice, it's awesome to see this many cars out here, and I really, really do love that for the series. I think this is one of the best series on the sim, and so to see it rewarded that way, was really cool. I hope all the new people had fun. I know it's Daytona, and so a lot of hurt feelings probably get made here. I hope they can kind of look past that and show up next week with us and have a good time. So, yeah, just shout out to my sponsors, Team LSRTV, Jeff, Sean, Dad, Brett, John. Those guys are always fun to just hang out with. Good to talk to them again. And then my sponsors, just Washington Seed Supply, White Devo Solutions, and Keeney's Custom Hardwood.
Yeah, it is. Devin West just mentioned, basically this series is the spring series. It'll go into the summer. It's starting off here tonight at Daytona. Obviously, on for Thursday night, we'll have coverage of the ARCA series. Wherever the trucks go, ARCA will race on the following night. So Daytona tonight, ARCA Thursday, here at Daytona. Atlanta next week. Atlanta for ARCA now on the Thursday, April the 2nd. And the series, again, will go all the way until, obviously, mid-July is what the plan is. And then they take a little rest, and that's because, Devin West and Dan West Jr., they're real race car drivers. They race up in the Pacific Northwest and some other drivers that do that as well. And then they'll come back again as the decision is made to make the official national championship of the season 13 for the Northwest to be for trucks and ARCA in, obviously, September when the season of real racing winds down. Devin, always a pleasure, my man. We appreciate you chatting with us. We'll see you Thursday. Ready to defend your ARCA crown, by the way.
Yes, sir. That'll be tough, but we'll do our best.
There you go. By the way, Devin West, career start number 222 tonight of the Northwest. He has 44 career wins, 135 top fives, and 165 now top 10s. That is the driver from Shelton, Washington. That is Devin West. Kenneth Garber, we were going to try to grab a word with the driver of the number 94 Ford. He was not available. So we will get ready to wrap her up here. Emmett, Your final take of Daytona and the Northwest Racing Series. I know you've watched it for a number of years. Thanks for being able to step in and fill the shoes of my colleague Jeremy Stanley, MIA. I don't know where he's at after working with him last night. I hope he's okay, but thank you for being able to step in at the last minute. Everybody, when I tell you the last minute, I don't mean last minute. I mean last second. I'm talking about last second before we went on the grid. So way to step up, man. In my opinion, you get an A+ in my book. Your final take of tonight, sir, and obviously your take of the race.
Yeah, I mean, what a series and what a race. Huge congratulations to Toby Ritters. I mean, it had everything, Wesley. It had the big wreck. It had an incredible finish and some great racing, and these people better be amped up for Hotlanta next week.
Atlanta, old Atlanta, by the way, legacy Atlanta, not Echo Park Super Speedway Atlanta. A lot of people still like that old school abrasive racetrack on tires, and that's where we'll be next week. Don't forget the Northwest Racing Series ARCA division will spring into action, pardon the pun, for the spring series on Thursday night, right back here at Daytona for another 200 miles. As always, want to send a big thank you to Jeff Stabnow, Sean Breitzman, John Onnebacher, everybody that is behind the Northwest Racing Series. If you'd like to join their Facebook or their group or Discord, look up Northwest Racing Series on social media. As you're doing that, check out livesimracing.com, wearecrn.com, at LSRTV, and at CRN Sports to follow the broadcast partners, again, of the Northwest Racing Series. For my buddy on production, as always, for another year in Texas in the LSRTV production of Charles Wooten. For my friend Emmett Crow, I'm Wesley Outland. Congratulations to Aces High driver Toby Ritters. Car 3 gets his win number 3 in the Northwest here in the Luck of the Irish Northwest Daytona 200. We'll see you Thursday for ARCA, and the trucks are back at Atlanta next Monday.